Right, I thought I'd do a little how-to video. Not done it before, so not sure how well this is going to go. I've already taken off the surrounds of the around the edges here, pried off. There's quite a lot of clips on there. I'll just show you the clips on the back of the surround. Here's it. That's that one that way up there. So I managed to break 2 clips, but there are quite a few clips. So we've got one there, broke one off there. That's intact. We've got 2 along the bottom, another one on the bottom corner. Managed to break another one off here, and one at the top. So it seems to be the side ones I managed to break. So next I'm going to undo the Torx for the front panel. That should slide out. I've got a little towel here just to rest things on as well. So I'm going to do those now and see how we go. One thing I've got to mention was also disconnect your battery. I've just disconnected there and tucked it down there. Make sure obviously you're unlocked, and just in case for whatever reason the boot lid comes down, just put that across there, because if you get locked out of the boot you're stuffed because you can't get back into it. So yeah, make sure the boot lid doesn't go down once you're unplugged. So there's 4 Torx holding this bottom half on first. There's 2 obvious ones there. We've got one down there and one down there. Okay, so that's the fascia undone. Just going to put a towel there so I don't scratch anything. So in behind that, I've got this plug here. See if I can do this one-handed. Okay. So that's the base unit out. I'm just going to pop that on the back seat. Okay, what have we got next? So now we've got access to the Torx for the bottom unit here, and then we should be able to slide the monitor out as well. So I'll get those undone. I'll see where we are next. Right, so that's all the Torx is undone. Let's get this unit out first. So I'm going to tilt it up, and then there we go. There's plenty of leg room in the cable there, plenty of wiggle room to get that out. So okay, we've pulled that out. So at this point, it's color coded anyway, but it doesn't hurt to take a photo of it, which I'm going to do now whilst I record. And we're going to start undoing these bits and pieces here. So it should be just a push down by the looks of it, and out it comes. We have to give it a little bit of pull. There we go. These just pull out. Probably going to need both hands just to hold and grip, so I'll get these pulled out first. So I'll just turn the unit upside down so you can see the bottom of these clips, and there's some pushing clips there, so they don't just pull out, they are clipped in. Right, managed to unplug them pretty successfully. These were a little bit tougher. I ended up getting some pliers just to help squeeze and pull them out, but they came out. So next out is this one, because we will be plugging into the back of that. Plus it's going to help it easy. It's going to make it easier to route the cables down to the box. So I'm still undecided whether I'm going to go under the glove box or under the steering wheel, but we'll find out once I start having a fiddle. Probably under the glove box, but we shall see how it goes. But next out is the bottom unit. So that was a little bit tough to get out. I thought it didn't have much play pull it out, but that's because inside here there's this little lug that's connected to that hole there, so it wasn't giving me much leg room to pull it out. Now I've undone that, it's just pulled out. It comes out a lot more. So now we can get to the back of that, and yeah, then we'll start routing. So having checked out where I'm going to put it, I thought I might go into the glove box, but that's very sort of flush, the little thing goes there, so I thought, oh, maybe it's not there. Similar sort of situation on the drive side, but if you pull the carpet out here, I did think in there, but actually it will jam down in there quite nicely, I think. So that's why I'm going to try and stick it. It's very thin. I mean, I'll just pop it in there for the moment. It's kind of like a recess in there. Once that's back in, you ain't going to know it's there. So I think that's my best bet. We shall see. Oh taken out the bottom unit. It's in the back there. Undid all the harnesses and bits, so we're going to have easy access to feed in the cables in down there, hopefully. Let's see how it goes. So first thing, we've got the Wi-Fi connected up there, because this is a Wi-Fi box, and they say just literally it's double-sided 3M tape. I'm going to tape it on there, so that's just out of the way. So that's the Wi-Fi cable stacked on there, so that's Wi-Fi. Also on the box we've got the power, this LVDS, which I think is the one, it's the only plug this replaces rather than intercepts, so I'll show you what I mean hopefully when I get to it. And USB, the USB, it comes with USB cable, so what you could do is just have a USB cable sticking out slightly here, and then you could plug your phone into it, and then it'll be like hardwired to charge your phone, etc. I'm thinking I might use the USB cable, which is here, so that goes into the box. I might use this to power my dash cam, because I've not put the dash cam in yet, so we'll see. But I'll carry on plugging in and chat as I go. I thought I'd talk about the main loom. So this is what powers the box. It comes with other bits and pieces, because I think this kit fits other things, but you don't really need to worry about these elements here. You don't need to worry about these aren't in use. It's got an inline fuse, by the way, just in case you're wondering. So then it basically splits into two. So the power to the box, and this intercepts, it sits between the main loom and the screen, and then this sits, I think, between the bottom unit. I might got that wrong around, that might be the bottom unit, that might be top, but I'll find out when I start plugging it in. That intercepts the signal, and there'll be one cable, like I said, this LTVS cable, that we don't plug in one of those, and then we run this instead from the box to where one of those would have gone. Like I said, I've not done this before, so I'm figuring it out as we go along. I've watched videos and stuff. Yeah, we'll get back to that one, but next stage is, I think, plug in the loom there and put it down to the box. It's currently there, but it will be in there. So the bigger connector is from the bottom loom there, and it's going to connect there. Then that will go onto the sort of CD player bit, so that's probably for the aux and stuff, but that will connect there. And then the skinnier one will fit the top loom, which is there at the moment, so I'll get these connected. Right, so that was fairly painless. I've fed the loom down through there. I've also fed the separate LVDS cable, I think it is, so that's going in there and down there. So we'll plug in the box now. I've got the box here, so I'll start plugging in those elements. Right, so power's in, the LVDS cable is in, fed up there. We've got our Wi-Fi on top and the USB. And the USB, I'll probably, like I say, I'm going to probably hook up the dash cam, run a cable in and around down. We're not going to do that tonight, but you can just leave maybe the USB sticking out of here, and then you could hardwire your phone into it. So yeah, that's the idea of it. But this is now going to get tucked in there, then I'll start putting the screens back. So let's get that out of the way. That's with the carpet in. You can't tell anything's there. It's still padded along there. Where is it? It's in behind there somewhere, but it's so well padded you can't even feel it. So I think that's a good spot for it. I said this would be the USB if you're doing your phone. Maybe you'd want to run a cable there. I mean, there's a bit of length on it, so it'd probably scooch along there if you want it, and then have your phone in. But I'm just going to leave it there for the minute, and we'll get everything all plugged back in. Right, all the connectors put back in. There's our loom that we're sort of piggybacking. Don't get your LVDS blue connector mixed up with this bottom one. That doesn't go into the bottom one. So you've got the back here, there's two potted looms. That smaller one loom is for the top one. This thicker loom is for the thinner loom is for the top part, and the thicker loom is for the bottom part there. So don't get those LVDS, that one, mixed up with there. and this is ready to go back in. It's got these guiding lugs, so let's get the bottom part back in. So bottom back in. I've just put the bolts in just to hold it in place. Sorry, the hex screws just to hold it in place. I will, before I fully assemble it, I will test it. Just word of warning, be careful, don't mash the cables or anything like that. This one here, this is for your heaters, heater controls and stuff, so just be careful with that, because that doesn't go in the back, that stays sticking out the front. So now, got the top ones to go. So there's our new connector piggy banks, and then we've got the existing. Like I said, we will be using, make sure you use the right one. This is the new LVDS cable that's going down to the box there. We won't be using that LVDS cable there. It's back together. I haven't screwed that up, and I've just connected the front panel here so we can switch it on. So now I've got to do is reattach the battery and see if this actually works. I haven't tried this yet. I've literally put power on. Let's see what happens. So technically, if I go nav, way works straight away. Now there are some things I think I need to do. There is an instruction manual from the manufacturer. I've got to plug in my phone and just do a first initial setup, I think, with the phone. I'll do it, I'll record it, but like I say, this is all first time to me, but that's great that that's working. We'll test it fully once I've set it up. Alright, so I plugged it in. Basically it came up on my phone. I should have screen recorded it and say allow wireless CarPlay or just USB only. Obviously select wireless CarPlay. So now I've done wireless CarPlay. Don't want to give away my home. But yeah, it seems to be working. I'm just seeing, so that works. I haven't got any music to play. But yeah, it seems to be working. Menu. Oh, let's press that again. Excellent. I don't know what else we've got. Can you swipe on this? It's pulled in some parking apps and stuff. So it pulls in some helpful apps. Spotify, always good. Let's see if the audio works. Please don't criticise whatever music comes up. I might be going slow because I'm so... Good afternoon. Eurovision, there we go. Now you can criticise that. But as soon as I start recording it, it silences it, so that's why I'm getting sound, because I was on recording. But audio does work when I'm not playing and recording from the same phone. So yeah, happy days. Just got to reassemble now. Oh, I'm really chuffed. There you go, guys. If I can do it, you can do it.